Hello, hello, YouTube. How's it going? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Today is Tuesday, right? Hope so. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Just checking. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm gonna do some more animating tonight, and last night, where I left off was I did one attack animation that was kind of a scorpion kick for the Ball DeVoe enemy. And tonight I'm going to redo the laser animation that I did yesterday because I'm not happy with it and it looks janky, which is what I said on last night's stream. Let me bring that up real quick. Boink and boink. There we go. So this is it's actually a copy of the file from last night. Let me move this out of the way. And so this is kind of where I left off last night with this laser animation. And I don't like it. And I don't like how I don't know why I thought stepping low would be kind of the move. I don't like it. So what I want to do instead is have him kind of stretch up higher. And then do the laser, and I think that'll look cooler. So kind of straighten his legs out rather, and I think that'll be the way to go. So I'm gonna redo this animation basically tonight. So I'm gonna get going on that. Okay, so I'm gonna just basically delete all of these keyframes. Actually, I guess I can keep the first one. So delete those. Now I just have the first one. It's totally clean. I already saved this as a new file, Attack Laser 2. So I'm gonna get going on it. And I think right off the bat, so I want him to stretch up higher and get to his maximum height for this, and then do that laser move. Or pretty close to his maximum height anyway. Maybe I'll leave a little curve still at the top. But so in order to do that, I'm going to straighten out all of this curving. Not select those though. Oh, actually I forgot I have these controllers. And then I can, so I'm gonna make them straighten out the legs. Basically, and then I'll straighten some little parts here that might not be correct from that controller. Kind of here too. These parts. I'm excited about tonight's stream too, but I'm excited about tomorrow's stream, because tomorrow I think I'm gonna do some streaming of some illustration stuff I'm working on, because I'm doing a Discord challenge it's an illustration challenge that focuses on composition. It's actually Dave Rapose's Discord challenge. If you follow his Patreon or his work or anything, it's his challenge, and I was really excited about this one. I didn't do the last few of them. I did a bunch of them in the past, but I didn't do the last few of them because I was busy with a lot of other stuff, and the subject matters weren't super interesting to me. But this one's composition, and it's a thing that I want to do anyway, which is work on these really big multi-character illustrations. So I'm going to be doing some of the thumbnailing process tomorrow on stream, and I'll probably be working on it on the day for a bit too, in addition to working on more Megaman stuff during the day. But I figured I would, switch up the stream a little bit and get back to doing some drawing, and that would be a good thing to do since I want to start working on that. Today I just collected reference for it, so I'll get going on that tomorrow, so that should be fun, I'm thinking. curve a little bit also. That way it's a little more gradual. Or maybe this should, yeah, let me think about that, because I think, yeah, this flatten out, and, yeah, I think actually I want to maintain like a little bit of a curve in these parts for when he stretches up, so let me see if I can make that work. Just so it's not perfectly straight, it looks a little weird. Oops. Let's grab this one. Maybe the lower part can be a little more straightened out. And then it curves at the top more, and he kind of comes forward a little bit. Something like that, yeah. And then maybe he can bend at the ankles to give it a little bit of sway. Like when he does that. That might be good. Let's mark where that toe is. And then we'll move him over to there. Down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, actually I don't want him leaning that far forward, so let's bend here. In fact, I want him leaning back a bit, so we could do that. So he's going to go from this to this, and I think try something really quick. Oops. See if I straighten these out a bit, or curve them the other way rather. Might create an interesting effect. And then on this one, I kind of want to do it so that these continue to bend in. this as well, so that it kind of flips the head up. I don't know if that'll work. We'll see. Oops. Grab that. Okay. I don't know why the feet move so much. Oh, I do know why actually. It's just because it doesn't know that you want it. Yeah, okay, I get that. So then, that's not really... I don't know if that's really going to be doing what I want it to, but I'll have to fix these other frames first to know for sure. So, I'm just going to do that real quick. To do each frame. It's super annoying. It's just kind of a trade-off for using this rig, but make it work. And then these ones. Okay, this will at least give me an idea of what's going on now. Yeah, see, I don't like how that's all separated. So maybe we could do it like... maybe... here. Let's get rid of those frames. And if he does it in just one movement. Maybe, yeah. Might work. I don't think I need this frame either. And so I kind of want him to swing forward now, and then he's going to rotate his head. And let me fix this foot again. Put him back in place. Hopefully that won't require a bunch of frames. Still kind of bouncy, but it's alright. Okay, so he goes from here to here. Oh, and I've still got that keyed in there too. That's funny. Okay. And I feel like you should have some sort of a jittery effect going on, like he's charging the beam. I'm not sure exactly how to do that though. Maybe as simple as... Oh, that moves everything down below. I see. Can't have too much movement there because it disconnects from that thing. Okay, let me redo that. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that's looking good. So let's duplicate these frames and then those. Wait. So maybe right here is when, let's say 35 is when it starts actually shooting, and then it'll start rotating up. 37. Or, actually, yeah, I guess I'll have to do this. Maybe, let's see, if this is 37 and it's 30 frames per second, it'll probably be like half a second. So like 15 frames from 37. So 52. let's just rotate that up. So it's buzzing, and it goes, and I think I want it to have a little bit of that buzz on each frame. So I think I'm gonna do that by like just putting in a little bit of movement on each frame. Or every 2 frames. And then from there, we can put this back here. Put this at the end. Something like that. Oh, whoops, I didn't have everything selected when I did that. Okay, cool. Now I gotta fix the keying on this stupid laser thing. Megaman X9 says, "It is incredible, bro." Thank you, Megaman. Glad to hear it. I think this one's coming along better than last night was, anyway. Glad you like it. Okay, so he's gonna start here. Yeah, so it starts at about the right moment, but I want it to hit the ground like by this frame, or maybe this frame, yeah. So it should already be out here. Location, rotation, and scale, and then here. Actually, yeah, let me delete all these, just start fresh. next 2 frames. Just have that, maybe 3 frames because it's so much longer to not just have that recede back. 2, oops. I don't know why it snaps like that when you get close. Make sure that's gonna ease in. And then for here, let's just do automatic easing. And I think that should work. Okay, so. Okay, and I think I do want him to have a little bit of a wait time after the beam stops. Like maybe if it's starting to recede here, let's just copy these or just move these keyframes. Well, no, I have to copy this one, so. And then take these and just move them out a little bit. Maybe like 53, 63. Maybe like a little over half a second, so maybe like close to 70 frames. And then we'll just make this, we'll make it 90, maybe 95. That should do it. He's not staying still though. Oh, is it because? Oh, I know why. Yeah, okay. So, make that a whole character keyframe. So. Maybe give him some jittering in there as well while it finishes up. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's not as dynamic as the scorpion kick for sure, but I think it works for what it is. So the only thing is on the pacing, and this is gonna screw up the beam, but that's okay. Yeah, it's okay if it's a stand. The beam's a stand-in anyway. So I do want it to, once it starts firing, I want it to happen a lot quicker. So I want this rotation here to happen a lot quicker. So I think that's all of these frames. And what's this frame? This is where he's standing still. Yeah, okay. And so let's compress all of those down to like half as much time, so that beam really shoots out quickly, I think. Okay, and then we'll move these over. think that's good. Let me see one more time. Maybe it could be a little slower. Maybe something like that. We'll bring this back down. I think I just want something before it goes, or something like a brief moment where like the head points down as a counter. Something like, maybe I could fit that right here. Just have this one kind of go down. Before it swings back up. And then have it tilt up right before here, so the head's like leading the action. Simon FFSDF SDF says, "Hi, great work. Thanks, Simon." I'll never be able to pronounce that, but thank you. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted with the head swinging up like that, though. I want it to be more like a fluid motion. And it comes back to there. So maybe move this forward a bit. Yeah, that's more like what I wanted. Okay. Maybe even a little more forward. Or maybe it should be down. Something like that. Yeah, that feels alright. Okay, so let's fix this beam now, because I screwed it all up. Right there it's kind of working still, but Okay, so all together. Almost what I want. It's very close. Let's see if I just there's one thing before it goes like that. Kind of want it to go. So on this one, I want it to go up a little bit. And then I don't want it to jump down too fast. That seems right though. Okay. Okay, and then I gotta fix that foot bouncing on these frames. Because for whatever reason, it moves down. That seemed to do the trick. Okay. So all together, let's see what that looks like. Maybe when he tilts his head up here, it's a little too far because the travel is a bit long. So maybe it should just be more like this frame. It's a little less choppy. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, I like that better. Alright, and then let's see, just for the fun of it, let's change this to be ever so slightly inside, and then let's give this texture with an emission, because that'll look cool. I'm sort of picturing like that pale salmon kind of laser color that I've seen in like maybe Megaman X4 or 3. I think Kernel shoots beams that are kind of that color in 4, something like that. Let's see what the preview's looking like. It's gotta be more saturated though. So maybe something like that. could set this so that, where is it? Is it here somewhere maybe? I'm not sure. I forgot where to go for this to make it like not cast a shadow. It's one of these tabs. Viewport display? Oh yeah. I think that's correct. I don't know, we'll see. That's pretty bright. Something like that. Let's see what that's looking like in EV. Oh, you can see it. Why can you see it? It's just a glitch. You can see it through the thing. That's okay. Not too. This probably has to do with the view proportions. No, they're normal. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, that's fine. You can still see it. Hey, not bad. That's pretty cool. Let's make it darker. This is the fun part. That's pretty neat. I dig it. Now, why is that? Still, I don't think that's gonna fix it. Let me put that back to normal. If I wanted to be real smart about it, what I could do is, still on that object, right? Yeah. Let's do, for this key, let's key the alpha at 0. What? Oh, I have to. I don't think I set up transparency for this yet. Is that what it is? No? Why is that like that? Is that because it's inside the geometry now? Here, let me move it back out and see if that fixes it. Or maybe just move it further in. Maybe that'll fix it. Well, no, because now I'm annoyed that the transparency is not working now. I want to see why. Because that should solve the problem. It's probably in this somewhere, right? Oh, that's why. Alpha hashed. Or alpha blend. Oh no, not that one, sorry. This is... There we go. Okay, so I can key the transparency, so it just shows up. This laser is just a whole stand-in anyway. When I actually do it in Unreal, I'll probably just use particle effects in Unreal to make that work. But I just wanted to have something so I get a sense of what it's going to look like. And now, so then right here, I'll duplicate that keyframe so that it is transparent all the way to here, or just before that. How many frames is this? 33, 34. Okay, so on the 33rd frame, or I guess I'll just do it all the way to here, and then on the 34th frame, I'll key the transparency off. So where's that alpha? So then key the alpha to 1 on 34 so that it just turns on right there when it starts shooting the beam. Yeah, that'll do. And then when the beam stops, which is gonna be right here. Okay, so I'll key this here too at 1, and then I'll key it down to 0 right after that. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice. Not bad, if I do say so. Looks alright. Maybe the attack could be a little snappier, like when he's actually dragging the laser. It's a little slow still. Yeah, I think it is a little slow still, although maybe that's just because I'm an Eevee. Let me see. No, it's still a little slow. Yeah, I think I want to speed that up. I'm gonna have to readjust the laser though, but that's okay. So let me do that real quick. So it's gonna start firing right there, so that's the movement. So let's do from here to, does it finish here? No, it finishes way earlier than that. It finishes here. Okay, so let's do from there to there. And is that where it started? No. It starts way back there. Dang it. There we go. Okay, so let's just condense those a little bit more. Oops, not that. Those. And I already was messing with that earlier, and I don't know why I made it slower again. That feels better. Maybe even faster. Maybe like near instant. Like just a super fast flick. From 35 to 45 is less than half a second, so that would be pretty fast. So, is that too fast? No, because I feel like it gives you a little warning in the animation beforehand, how he shakes and stuff. So I think that's good. Now I gotta fix the laser again though, and move these frames down here. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. And then maybe we'll shorten this to 90. Just to keep it clean. Let's go back to our laser and let's try to see if we can fix that. So yeah, right here, and we're gonna condense that down the same amount and hope that that kind of works. If not, I'll have to go in and manually adjust it, but let's see. It's almost the same. Okay, so let's do some adjusting. Yeah, I don't like how it starts a little early. I think it should start like here. Yeah, and then it hits the ground by that frame, and then it's moving. There needs an adjustment. Oh, I didn't key it. A little tired. And then there it needs an adjustment for sure. That's way off, because it's moving a lot faster now. And then this key I can actually delete. Whoop. Yeah, and then this one is the one that sends it back to here. And that's the one that's actually keyed, so I don't need that one. Don't need that one. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, that's better. I like it faster. I was worried that it might be too far of a range, but it could go even a little bit farther probably next, if I was going to adjust it again. I'm sort of visualizing like as it does that, it'll leave a trail of explosions, like just like along the ground. It'd be kind of cool. Something like that. Let's go back to Eevee where it looks cool. You know what else would be cool if I'm keying these textures anyway? What if I made it so that his glowy eye like heats up right before the right when this action starts. So like maybe if I key the emission, where is it? Emission. So if I key it like here, I don't know why it's kind of orangey looking. It's strange. It should be red. It looks red in Eevee. And then like as it goes out to here, but he puts his head down so fast, you'd have to have it pretty quick. That's okay though. Maybe like here it could be maxed already. That's really fast though, 6 frames. Sure, why not? For the hell of it. Let's just up the strength like crazy. Oh, it's not working. Is this the wrong material? Or is it just the translucency just block it that much? Because I know it's not his actual eye material. Oh, you know what? That's what I should do. Hang on. Let me undo all that. I'll key it on his actual eye material. Because that way, because it's not emitting at all, so key both of these on one, and then as it goes forward, maybe like to there, I can key this as starting to emit on its own and make the strength like super pronounced. He dips his head so quick though, it's kind of not that noticeable, but I guess if you're standing in front of him, it's pretty, you can still see it. It's like, oh, what? Did I not key it? What happened? Why is it not working now? It's keyed. Oh, I didn't key the color, that's why. So it gradually shifts. Yeah, I could pull that out a little bit more because you could see it all the way down here if you're standing in front of him, which is where you would get hit by it for sure. So, oops, one back one. So it'll be at max brightness right about there. It feels like it gets max brightness way before that. It feels like it's already there here. So maybe I'll pull it out even further since it's kind of doing that. Kind of slow it down a bit, yeah. Maybe not quite that far, maybe like here. And then he shoots the laser. And then I can copy that key, bring it all the way here. Then copy this key and he can power down. Maybe after he puts his head down, it'll start powering down. Yeah, something like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, you sort of barely notice it come on because he dips his head so quickly. That's alright though. I think, yeah, actually, I think it would be better if, how would you do that? So I would add like a beginning part where his head starts bobbing before he tilts down. If I wanted to give a little more warning there, I think that would be good. Let's try that. So if I want to do this cleanly, I mean, he starts dipping right away. What is this keyframe? This is just... Oh, that's for the feed. Yeah, okay. So what I would do is just take, okay, let's put this to like 100, maybe even 110, and then we'll just take this frame, copy it back, and then we'll take these frames, literally just move them forward like however many frames we want that bob to happen, and it's 30 frames a second, so we'll do maybe a little under a second, maybe like a little more than half a second, 25 frames. It's about a second. And then we can have real quick before I forget. Let me move this thing's frames the same amount so that it stays even. Actually, does that make sense? I think so. Okay. And then go back to this dude. And I just want to add like head bob while that eyeball turns on. And then I'll move those frames where his eyeball turns off over to there. And let's go to that texture again. Yeah, something like that. That's pretty cool. So now you get a little bit more warning before it actually happens. And that'll work well for gameplay too, because that attack's pretty fast now. The way it flings out is faster for sure. So yeah, I think that went pretty well, actually. It looks much better than yesterday's, that's for sure. Let's save that. It's cool. Okay, so while I'm at it, let me add this to the presentation folder. Oh wait, or the folder, the presentation file. And this animation is just gonna run slower and slower all the time, because every time I add new stuff to it, it always runs slower. We'll put him like over here, I guess. Yeah, and we'll put the kick on the other side, I guess. I gotta delete those broken controllers. I don't know why that always happens when you copy. Is that all of them? Did I grab anything I didn't want to? Seems okay. Okay. Oh, and then all of these guys have the same number of frames, which is 109. What's his? I think his was similar, so it should be fine. Okay. And then let's grab the kick dude as well. While we're at it, where is he? Oh, I had named it headbutt because I was going to do a headbutt instead, and I wound up doing the kick, right? Yeah, okay. So there's the kick. I like the kick a lot. So let's do, oops, let's copy that too. File, open, don't save, present. And then let's deselect those guys. Get rid of all the broken controllers. Move this dude. I think he'll just have a lot more lag time before the other guys start again, which is fine. And so far, this is all the animations that I've done for this guy. Let's try to run it in Eevee. I think it's going to be very slow, but you can see how it looks. Cool. Yeah, it's very slow. Looks cool though. I wonder if it'll go faster if I just put it in render preview. Probably should, right? In theory. Is that it, or is it still loading? I think that's it. It might actually be slower. Is it slower than Eevee? In render preview? That's weird. I mean, in texture preview, whatever it's called. I think that's actually slower. Really like that kick. The kick looks so cool. Let's go back to Eevee then. Was it faster? Somehow? Oh no, not faster. It might be the same. Maybe it's a little slower. I don't know. If I run it like this, does it go faster? No, even like this, it's not gonna go faster. If I render it, it'll go faster. But I'm not gonna do that. Well, maybe for I'm gonna do another devlog soon, like a full video. So maybe I'll render it for the devlog and I'll put it in there. I'll pick a good angle that kind of shows everything. I might try to find that right now. That might not be too bad. Definitely wouldn't be like the front you would want to see. I guess you would have to kind of render multiple angles to really sell it best. Alrighty then. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night now that I got that animation going. I'm gonna open it up once more just to show it one more time here before I close out. And because that renders faster just when it's just the one. I'll brighten this up a little bit too. It's a little too dark. Something like that. So yeah, pretty good for a night's work. Nice warning in the warm-up, and then it flings out nice and speedily. I think that's good. Cool. So thanks again everyone for tuning in. Everyone who tuned in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night. I started tonight around 8. Tomorrow I'm gonna start around 7:30, I think. I'm gonna aim for that. Yeah, thanks to anyone who tuned in. It was fun. Got the laser working. Tomorrow I will probably be working on illustration stuff, thumbnails and such, for that project that I talked about earlier, the Dave Raposa Discord challenge. It's like a composition challenge where we're going to create 2 illustrations with a bunch of characters, and I know for at least one of them I'm going to do Zelda stuff. So if you want to watch some Zelda illustration start to take shape tomorrow, tune in. And if you don't want to watch that, don't tune in. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.